Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We talk, you listen. Streaming to the world and beyond, we will talk about all aspects of life. We will host a variety of guests, where each week we will educate, motivate, encourage, and inspire you. Let's get started with your host, Mr. L.A.
Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey, and filling in the gap. Welcome, people of purpose. Yeah, it's your boy, Mr. L.A. It's a new week. Man, for that, it is a new year. Man, so you already know what that means. That's new opportunities, new blessings, another chance to get it right, man. I'm so excited, man. Listen, I don't know if you guys know, if you've caught on in the middle or towards the end of the year, whatever the case may be, but man, Giving a Purpose podcast has been on for 1 year. Man, last year I had my first episode on the first Monday of the year. And that's where we are again. So, man, I am so thankful for all the downloads, all the people that listen, all the people that subscribe. Man, I'm so appreciative. You have no clue. You have no idea, man. I'm so thankful. I want to continue that going. Listen, we don't stop. Listen, at beginning last year, we didn't know what the rest of the year was going to look like at all, man. It just caught us all by surprise. Some of the things we were not prepared for, just different things like that. Like I said, in January, man, it was just like, it started off with like, Kobe Bryant, and then we went straight into like the pandemic, man. It was crazy, man. When I think about all these things, man, first I want to say it's just a blessing. I want to thank God for allowing, me and the people listening, man, to make it through the year. I know it's been tough. I know there's been some uncertainties, but man, it is, we just got to say thank you sometimes. Sometimes we just have to be in that posture and in that way of just being thankful for what we have and what we've gone through. Man, last year was just crazy, man. Just so many gains, so many losses, so many things were exposed. I've lost relationships, gained relationships. I had a grandfather that passed that I was really close to. Man, I had actually had family members die from COVID. Had some other family members actually, get COVID, and just different things like that. But man, it's about pushing through and being thankful and being so just full of gratitude, man. You guys have no idea how blessed we are. I mean, yes, we're still in a pandemic. That is something, that we did carry over into 2021. It's still here, but we're still going to be thankful, man. And I just want you guys to stay encouraged. So this year, man, I want y'all to rock with your boy. Listen, man, we're going to have so many challenges I'm coming out with this year. Man, I'm going to be a little bit more focused on some things, man. There's going to be a lot of episodes I'm going to focus on a certain demographic, on a certain people, man, because I want us to grow and get better. But we're all about here filling in the gap, making sure we can help each other in every way that we can, man. This year is definitely going to be challenging, man. I'm actually taking some classes, man. I don't know when the last time I've been in a classroom besides teaching, but taking some classes this year, challenging myself. But the mantra for this year is, man, I got a couple of things that I just want to speak into my life, and you should do the same, man. Listen, focus. All right. My whole thing for this year is, man, focus and working outside of my comfort zone and everything. Everything that's I don't want to say easy, but everything that feels at ease to me, we're gonna build on that. We're gonna have to step outside. We're gonna have to step outside the box and make some things happen, man. There's some things that I want to happen in my life. And let me be honest with you guys, man. I don't want you guys to think that I got it all together. Listen, there's some things I'm just afraid of. I know we talk about fear, just different things, man, but there's certain things that I don't want to say I'm just afraid of, but I know that there are some situations that are just out of my control. And it's hard sometimes to kind of jump out there when you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you to think that I'm all the way there yet, but I'm not. But guess what? I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna do it. I'm about to work outside this comfort zone. I'm about to take some chances on some things. First of all, I'm gonna take chances on myself, man. One thing I realized in 2020, man, I have to trust my wisdom. Man, we're all I ask God for it and he give it to me. And sometimes I have to trust that inner me. And there's so many times that and not necessarily that it's a bad thing, but sometimes I'm reaching out to people like, what do you think about this? And what do you think about this? Man, there's some decisions I'm just gonna make. I'm just going for it. I'm not asking for permission from nobody. I am going all in. Listen, there's sometimes in life we do things and we try to play the middle of the road. We try to be mediocre in some things. And listen, we don't get the things that we get. But hey, what if we gave 150%? At least you know if you did mediocre that you might not get it. But if you went 150%, you never know. You never know. You may win, yeah, you may lose, but the momentum of having that 150% and putting that energy around it. One thing that I've learned that I am going to cultivate and keep moving is my energy when I put into things, man. When I go into it, man, man, it's crazy. At my school, we play a lot of at my school that I went to. I played a bunch of sports and different things like that. And some of the sports that I played in high school was football and baseball. Um, so there was a tradition thing with playing football, man. We've always played this Rocky thing. All right, y'all have heard the song. Dun, 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 dun. You know, you've heard it. If you haven't, check the movie out Rocky. You'll know what I'm talking about. But from Rocky, right? It's just something about that song. It's so funny because even 20 something odd years later and not been playing, it's like when I go to the games, when I go to the old high school games and you hear that song, it's something in me that just like, just get that energy, man. What gives you that energy? What gets you to that point where it kind of gets you hype, if you know what I mean? And that thing right there, it brings out my competitiveness. Man, I tell them all the time, I was like, man, when y'all play that song, I'm probably give you about 1 or 2 plays. Now, I'm not going to say I can play the whole game right now, but I can probably give you about 1 or 2 good plays. Then after that, I'm going to have to sit down because I'm all about preserving my hamstrings as I get older. Like my hamstrings and I'm not trying to pull nothing. You know what I'm saying? But man, there's so many goals, man. And a lot of people, when you do certain things, they'll see it. Man, people are always asking me, man, you always in the gym. Listen, there's a couple things in my life that are non-negotiable. You know what I'm saying? That you have to understand, like serving God, non-negotiable. Now, if I could go into church, that would be non-negotiable too. But working out and just making sure my health is good. I don't eat great all the time, but guess what? I'm gonna try. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna read some books. I'm gonna try to figure some things out, man. There's some things, as you get older, you just notice certain things, man. I noticed that, you know, when I do get off and I eat certain things, man, it's like instantly I get tired off of that, man. I have to understand that certain foods give me energies and some foods don't. It's just as simple as that. But now that I know, I can do better. And that's what I want you guys to figure out. So, listen, man, I want you guys to start the year off right. Challenge yourself. I want you to find that one thing. I want you to find one thing that you can commit to. All right, let's do a 30-day challenge. Now, by the time you guys hear this, of course, it's going to be the fourth. But if you can't, let's make it to the end of January. All right, let's challenge ourselves. Let's find one thing we can commit to and let's stick to it. Don't let anything or anyone or any bad energy, negative energy stop you from doing that. I want you to get it in your mind because whatever you think, that's where your energy goes. So think positive. I need you guys to focus. Listen, man, let's work out of that comfort zone, man. Man, I'm getting hyped thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting hyped thinking about working outside of that comfort zone, man. I am so grateful, man. So, so grateful. Listen, in the beginning, we started off, you got to understand, sticking to to the program and sticking to what you want to do. Like when I started this, it was just audio, man. We out here, we on YouTube now. And just thinking about, the different interviews that I did and just the different ups and downs. When COVID hit, man, I could have easily just got kind of in my feelings about things because, man, when we started off, man, we were doing interviews. And I'm not going to lie, numbers were a little higher when I was starting doing interviews. And then it came down to, oh, now you got to talk yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when I got into that mode where I had to talk, I was just like, oh man, I don't know how good this is going to be. But you know what I always did? Whether it was 1 download, whether it was 5 downloads, whether it was 10 downloads, I always thank God and says, you know what? Thank you for that one person that listened. Thank you for the 5 people that listened. Thank you for the 10 that listened. You know what I'm saying? So we did over 1,100 downloads, man. I am so thankful. That may not mean much to most people, but sometimes it's not about the amount, but it's about that impact. So I'm glad I impacted some people, helped some people out, had some good relationships with some good interviews, man. And I want you guys to look forward to 2021 and what we're doing here at the Giving Purpose Podcast. And I'm going to look forward to the many things. Man, I am so hyped, so elated, man. I'm just looking forward to all the great things that's coming for this year. I don't want you guys to get discouraged, man. Rock with your boy, and we're gonna do some things, man. I want you guys to stay focused, man. Love on yourself. I'm gonna say that, man. Let that breathe, let that simmer real quick. Love on yourself. All right. Once you get that love part, believe in yourself. All right. Once you get that thought in your mind, don't let nobody take it away from you, man. Listen, I want you to think about this. At one point, somebody thought it was crazy before they invented the telephone to talk to somebody that wasn't in the same room as you. But somebody thought of it and somebody thought it was crazy. But everybody, we've gotten to the point where now they're not hooked up by wires and we still talking on them. So think about that, man. Push yourself. Push yourself. Listen, this whole year, out of the comfort zone. Out of the comfort zone, we doing everything, man. If you don't know it naturally, man, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. All right, listen, don't forget tomorrow, well, by the time you listen to it, it'll be today. But listen, myself, Tristan Marshall, we haven't stopped. Even though that's something we started in 2020, man, we know that it is an important part of today. We need our people and, the culture to understand that mental health is a real thing. It is a real thing that affects everyone. And if you need help, we want to make sure that you get that proper help. So please make sure you check myself and Tristan Marsh tomorrow or Monday, but 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. I need you guys to understand 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, IG Live. Come check us out. We're going to give you what you need for that mental health. And don't forget, this new episode comes out every Monday. So it hits at midnight. So when you wake up, man, but check this out. If you whatever platform that you're on, you can subscribe, automatically hit your phone, download, you can listen to it in the morning. I appreciate you guys, man. Make sure y'all live on purpose and live in purpose. It's your boy, Mr. LA. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.